Province, the Honorable Board Member Mario B. Albarisi Jr. for our presiding officer of today's regular session.
The Honorable Board Member Mario Albarisi has been nominated and unanimously seconded. We now recognize our temporary presiding officer for the 20th regular session, the Honorable Board Member Mario Albarisi Jr. We respectfully request everybody to please rise.
The 20th regular session of the 28th SP is now called to order. We'll have our invocation to be led by Board Member Marlon Dendayan, and the singing of the national anthem, singing of the Bukidnon hymn, and be followed by the PBLM brigade.
happy birthday, Board Member Bobby J. Binlayan. Your dedication to public service and your deep commitment to the people of Bukidnon truly inspire people around you. May this special day bring you renewed strength, good health, and continued wisdom as you serve our people in the 2nd District of Bukidnon with integrity and compassion. Wishing you more blessings and joyful moments sa imong panerbisyo, sa imong loved ones, and continue to lead with the heart of a true public servant. So, happy birthday.
Akong panghinaot, Kuya Board, nga padayon ka sa imong pagpanerbisyo, kinasing-kasing nga pagpanerbisyo diri sa probinsya sa Bukidnon, na dinadli sa 2nd District, para nga mas malipay ang mga tao kay ilan mang nabati ang pagpanerbisyo ni Board Member Bobby J. Binlayan o hinaot nga tagaan pagag kabaskog sa panglawas, kahimsog, para mas mapadayon pa nimo ang imong mga tinguha na tinuray nga pagpanerbisyo diri sa mga katawhan.
Ivan, I only have one wish for you. Mas mo gwapo ka pa unta. Kaya gwapong bantilis, wea. Good luck and more. I know you will have more years to come, Kuya Bobby. So, once again, happy birthday. Attorney Paul?
From the legislative staff and the office of the secretary, we wish you good health and success in your undertakings, and continue to be a blessing to our people in the province of Bukidnon. Happy birthday, Kuya Board Member Bobby J. Dinlayan.
Please respond, Kuya. Para mahibawan kung nabay kaon unya.
So, thank you kayo sa tanan gyud nag-greet sa akong adlaw na tawhan. Gikan sa pinakamahabog nga bahandianon adto sa pinakaubos og nga timawa. Gani no kanang mga pagpanimbaya sa akong adlaw na tawhan. Nakadugang ka nagkadasig nga magserbisyo pa kita sa atong pinalangga nga probinsya. So, unya natay gamay nga salo-salo diya sa likod. Okay. Og tanan kanatong tanan na adre, tanan katawhan sa Bukidnon nga panimbayا kanako no. Kinasing-kasing nga pagpasalamat gikan sa kanako ug sa akong pamilya. Thank you.
Once again, Kuya Bobby, happy birthday. Mr. Secretary, can we have the roll call?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Roll call. Provincial Vice Governor Clive D. Quino, absent on sick leave, Mr. Chair. On leave, rather. Board Member Mario Jr. B. Albarisi.
Present.
Board Member Godofredo I. Balansag. Board Member Minerva C. Casinabi. Board Member Bobby J. B. Dinlayan. Board Member Marlon Brando B. Dinlayan. Board Member Armando Jr. S. Evangelista. Board Member Jose Miguel S. Fortich. Board Member Oliver Owen L. Garcia. Board Member Ria Lu S. Linas. Board Member R.B. Etlieses. Board Member Holy Simon Santo. Board Member Alicia Rizonahon. Board Member Joseph D. Palmada. Board Member Ranolfo Jose Jr. G.P. Pito. Mr. Chair, there are 14 out of 15 members of this august body who are present inside the session hall. There is a quorum.
So we have a quorum. Our session is in order. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Chairman, thank you and good afternoon. Honorable Presiding Officer, we will proceed for the approval of the calendar of business, Mr. Chair. Before we will proceed, Mr. Chairman, may we recognize first the gentleman coming from the 4th Legislative District, the Honorable Board Member Attorney Oliver Owen Baba L. Garcia for his manifestation, Mr. Chair.
Attorney Owen Garcia is recognized.
Thank you very much, Majority Floor Leader, Mr. Chair. I would like to manifest that I have one item to be included in the calendar of business for today. It's a resolution requesting Suerte Party List Representative, the Honorable Arlene P. Ayon, to allocate funds for the conduct of community-based barangay emergency responders training in the province of Bukidnon. I would like to request the floor leader to include it in the calendar of business for today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, is that a motion? Should duly seconded? Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So proceeding now for our calendar of business, Mr. Chairman, for the first read. This also includes the approval of the minutes of our previous regular session, Mr. Chairman. For now, Mr. Chairman, for our first reading, we have 39 items. And for the second reading, Mr. Chairman, we have 19 items included. The one that has been manifested by the Honorable Board Member Attorney Oliven Owen Babal Garcia, Mr. Chairman, 19 items for the second reading. We have one item under the question hour and 12 items under the unfinished business, Mr. Chairman. in our addendum 1, Mr. Chairman, we have also one item for the new business for the day. So moving for the approval of the calendar of business as presented, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Mr. Chairman, proceed as to the minutes of our previous regular session, Mr. Chairman. That is the minutes of the 19th regular session of the 28th Sangguniang held at the SP Session Hall, Malaybalay City on November 4, 2025. Copy of the same has been disseminated in advance. Mr. Chairman, thus I move to dispense with the full reading of the minutes of our previous regular session.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move further for the approval of the minutes of our previous regular session, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. Likewise, it's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Proceeding to the first reading reference of the business, may we now recognize our Secretary, Mr. Chairman, Attorney Apollo Magwali, to read the first item therein.
Attorney Paul Magwali is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. The first reading and reference of business, item number 1, proposed resolution number 075-2025 of the 28th SP, authored by Board Member Eliser Isunahon, First Legislative District, this province, entitled A Resolution Commending Police Master Sergeant Lino Ruli Banban Jr. for winning the silver medal in the Karate-Do Committee Black Belt Division for 84 kilograms above and 40 years old category during the 2025 World Police and Fire Games held in Birmingham, Alabama, USA from June 27 to July 6, 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval of the following, Mr. Chair. Item number 1 to 6, this will be transferred to the new business for the day, and this will be marked as item number 19 to 24. For item number 7 to 17, Mr. Chairman, this will be referred to the Committee on Appropriation and on Rules and Privileges. For item number 18, this will be referred to the Committee on Environmental Protection, Climate Change, Disaster Preparedness, and on Rules and Privileges. For item number 19 and 20, this will be referred to the Committee on Health and on Rules and Privileges. From items number 21 to 22, for these two items, Mr. Chairman, this will be referred to the Committee on Indigenous Cultural Communities, Indigenous People, and on Rules and Privileges. Item number 23, this will be referred to the Committee on Labor, Manpower Development, and on Rules and Privileges. Two items from 24 to 25, this will be referred to the Committee on Laws, Justice, Human Rights, and on Rules and Privileges. Item number 26, Mr. Chairman, this will be referred to the Committee on Ways and Means, Trade and Industry, and on Rules and Privileges. From items number 27 to 37, this will be transferred to the new business for the day, and this will be marked as item number 25 to 35. Mr. Chairman, two items from 38 to 39, this will be referred to the Committee on Environmental Protection, Climate Change, Disaster Preparedness, and on Rules and Privileges. Honorable Presiding Officer, so moving for the approval as enumerated, Mr.
There's a motion.
Ay, sorry, Mr. Chair. We have one item.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I withdraw for my motion, Mr. Chairman. Thus, we also include in our addendum 1, Mr. Chairman, this is this item number 40 for second reading, Mr. Chair. This will be marked as item number 36 in the new business for the day, Mr. Chairman. And also, as manifested by the gentleman coming from the 4th Legislative District, Mr. Chairman, that item also be included, Mr. Chair, that will be marked as item number 37 in the new business for the day, Mr. Chairman. So moving for the approval of those items included in the calendar of business, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We will now proceed to our question hour, Mr. Chair. Since we have no item tabled in the privileged hour, Honorable Presiding Officer, we have only one item. We have invited here, Mr. Chairman. This is actually a various resolutions, Mr. Chairman, authored by our ever blooming, the SK Fed President, Mr. Chair, actually four resolutions given to two different local government units, the municipal mayor of the Talakag and also municipality of Quezon, Mr. Chairman, but we have here only the SK Federation President, Mr. Chair. These are the various resolutions. Before we will have the giving of this recognition, Mr. Chair, may we now recognize our Secretary, Mr. Chairman, for these four resolutions. Our Secretary, Mr. Chair, Attorney Apollo Magwali.
Mr. Secretary is recognized.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Attorney Monsanto.
would it be possible that the awardee or the representative, Mr. Chair?
Okay, Mr. Secretary, please do so.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Resolution number 2025-413 of the 28th SP during the 13th regular session, a resolution commending Honorable Mayor Pablo M. Lorenzo III and the local government unit of Quezon, Bukidnon, for successfully hosting the Provincial Linggo ng Kabataan 2025 celebration, which was authored by Honorable Board Member Rielo Esclinas, Board Member PPSK President, Province of Bukidnon. The second resolution, Mr. Chair, is resolution number 2025-415 of the 28th SP during the 13th regular session, a resolution commending SK Federation President Maria Teresa Q. Davila of Quezon, Bukidnon for her exemplary leadership, outstanding commitment, and invaluable contribution in the successful hosting of the Provincial Linggo ng Kabataan 2025 celebration, again authored by Honorable Board Member Rielo Esclinas, Board Member PPSK President, Province of Bukidnon. Another resolution is resolution number 2025-414 of the 28th SP during the 13th regular session, entitled A Resolution Congratulating and Commending former Mayor Vergito O. Factura of the Municipality of Talakag, Bukidnon for his exemplary leadership, support, and invaluable contribution in the successful hosting of the Provincial Linggo ng Kabataan 2024, authored by Honorable Board Member Rielo Esclinas, Board Member PPSK President, Province of Bukidnon. And the last resolution, Mr. Chair, is resolution number 25-416 of the 28th SP during the 30th regular session, a resolution congratulating and commending Miss Francesca Ray B. Macapayag, SK Federation President of Talakag, Bukidnon, for her exemplary leadership and invaluable contribution in the successful hosting of the Provincial Linggo ng Kabataan 2024, authored by Honorable Board Member Rielo Esclinas, Board Member PPSK President, Province of Bukidnon.
Mr. Chairman, for the giving of this resolution, Mr. Chairman, I move for our recess, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion. Duly seconded, motion approved.
Then may we now proceed for the giving of the resolutions and together with the author, Mr. Chairman, and also the photo opportunity.
Who is here, SK?
We have here the two SK Federation Fed, Mr. Chair, from the municipality of Quezon as well as from the local
Talakag.
government unit of Talakag, Mr. Chairman.
Sa information ng 2025 ang nag-host is Quezon. 2024 is Municipality of Talakag.
Before we will proceed, Mr. Chair, may we now recognize a gentleman coming from the 2nd Legislative District, the Honorable Board Member Marlon Dinlayan.
Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and my colleagues.
Good afternoon.
And of course to our visitors, our guests, the staff, and to all of us here. Mr. Chairman, in this representation, I am glad to introduce and welcome once again our visitors. Actually, they were here last November 4, and they received the plaque of recognition, and this is in line with my commendation, the congratulatory resolution. And I'm going to introduce once again our tourism officer, head of Malaybalay City, Mr. Marvin Jan A. Nadella. To our tourism staff of Malaybalay City, Ma'am Sheila S. Sanchez, and our Miss World Bukidnon 2025, Miss Gwen Marie Perion. So, allow me, Mr. Chairman, to read the communication. Okay ra, Sir, Mr. Secretary, pwede na ako mabasa?
Pwede na ako makita ang content sa? Okay. Is that a solicitation or?
Yes. Sige, I'm going to explain na lang. Actually, I just received the communication just this afternoon. So this is in line with the competition. Actually, this coming November 28 to 25, our Miss World Bukidnon, they are going to travel to Manila. So I'm going to call Miss Gwen Marie Perion to kindly explain direct na lang ta para sa kaning communication. Ma'am Gwen, kindly paki-direct na lang imuhang purpose pala ni. Sige, Ma'am Gwen, you may have the floor.
Yes.
Good
Ma'am, please go ahead.
afternoon to our respected board members in the province of Bukidnon. So I am Gwen Marie Perion. So it's nice to see you again. I am here to ask for financial assistance as I compete for the national competition of Miss World Philippines 2025. I will be representing the province of Bukidnon. Though the province has already they committed 400,000, but unfortunately we'll be staying in Manila for more than 2 months. The accommodation, our transpo, my supplier, the wardrobe, and all the materials that we'll be needing in the competition, it is all our expenses. So our budget proposal cost 975,000, and the 400,000 pesos committed by the province is not enough. So wala siya nakahabot bisag kato nga. So we are humbly asking for any amount from every board members, our respected board members, and of course this assistance will mean so much to us and to my team as I compete for Miss World Philippines 2025. Thank you.
Okay, so as I understand, Mr. Chairman, Ms. Gwen, that you are asking for, of course, the support of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, and our governor budgeted already 400,000, but it's still constrained because you're going to allocate, I guess, 900,000. 900,000. So, indirect way of saying, Mr. Chairman, 972. So, considering that I guess we don't have a specific fund of these matters of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, so indirect way of saying, I kindly ask for my colleague, of course, to spare any amount, again, out of our own pockets. So, to contribute whatever amount they feel comfortable with. So I guess our visitor, you furnish a
So I prepared a
communication.
Yes, and for
every board member. Also, kindly
Board Member Marlon, probably ibilin na lang tong ilang proposal and then
Yes.
during our board members' time, probably there's a time that we will discuss on it.
Thank you,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Once again, good luck.
Thank you, Mr.
Mr.
Chair.
Good
Thank
luck.
you, everyone. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Before we excuse you, ma'am, is there an di ba, before representing Miss Bukidnon, what pageant did you attended latest?
So I joined Miss World Philippines Bukidnon last August 31, 2025, representing Malaybalay City, and I won. So I will be representing the entire province of Bukidnon in the Miss World Philippines.
Okay, now I understand. How about that, the event coordinator to that? Wala sila suporta sa inyo gihatag? Kasi sila may nagpadaog sa inyo. At least manangutan na sila ihatag pud gamay. Di ba? Kay you'll be represented. Wala sila inahatag sa inyo?
Actually, the franchise owner of Miss World Philippines Bukidnon, wala pa na mo siya na-meet, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, probably you should talk to them first. Kay,
Yes.
di ba? At least may bawaan nato unsa jud ang kulang ninyo. Once again, good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
We are done, Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
Budget Floor Leader.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Honorable Presiding Officer. May we now proceed to I move for the assumption of our session, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. Do you hear any second?
Recess mo gusto ganina, recess.
Duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Proceeding to our unfinished business, Mr. Chairman, we have only 12 items in that unfinished business. May we now recognize, Mr. Chairman, the gentleman coming from the 2nd Legislative District, the Honorable Board Member, Attorney Julis Simon Santo, for these 12 items in the unfinished business, Mr. Chair.
Board Member Attorney Monsanto is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. These are committee reports, joint committee reports on the committees on appropriations and on rules and privileges. Referring to several ordinances, and these are 12 items. First is Ordinance number 2025-125 of the 12th regular session, approved on September 25, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Pasugong Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Authorizing the Adoption of the Executive Order number 64, implementing the second tranche of the Salary Standardization Law 5, as outlined in Annex A-1 of the Local Budget Circular number 165, dated July 18, 2025. As to the findings, upon review, the Local Finance Committee recommends its approval subject to the PS cap pursuant to the Local Budget Circular number 156. Thus, the committee, after review, hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance number 2025-125, 12th regular session, approved on September 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Pasugong Bukidnon for being proper, in order, and within the competence of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to pass. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Next is Ordinance number 051, approved on September 16, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Sumilao, Bukidnon, entitled, and Ordinance providing cash incentives with Sangguniang Bayan resolution to students who graduated with Latin honors, cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude, and appropriating funds therefore. As to the findings, upon review, the Local Finance Committee notes that the LGU have the authority to enact ordinances for the general welfare of their constituents, but they should not be contrary to the existing laws. The ordinance providing cash incentives to students who graduated with Latin honors must adhere to and align with Article 2, Section 17 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution and Section 16 of Republic Act 7160. Thus, the committee, after review, hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance number 051, approved on September 16, 2025, by Sangguniang Bayan of Sumilao, Bukidnon, for being proper, in order, and within the competence of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to pass. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Next is Ordinance number 052, approved also on September 16, 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Sumilao, Bukidnon. An ordinance granting incentives to learner and coaches who win skills and academic competitions at the division, regional, national, and international levels, and appropriating funds therefore. Upon review also, as to the findings, the Local Finance Committee notes that the LGU have the authority to enact ordinances for the general welfare of their constituents, but they should not be contrary to existing laws. The ordinance providing cash incentives to learner and coaches who win in skills and academic competitions must adhere and align with Article 2, Section 17 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution and Section 16 of Republic Act 7160. The committee, after review, hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance number 052, approved on September 16, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Sumilao, Bukidnon, for being proper, in order, and within the competence of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to pass. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Next is Ordinance number 053, also approved on October 16, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Sumilao, Bukidnon, entitled, An Ordinance Establishing a Sports Allowance and Incentive Programs for Athletes and Coaches participating in the DepEd athletic meets residing in the municipality of Sumilao, providing for the allocation and redemption of such allowances and incentives and for other purposes. As to the findings, the Local Finance Committee also notes that the local government unit has the authority to enact ordinances for the general welfare of their constituents, but again, these should not be contrary to the existing laws. The ordinance must adhere to and align with Article 2, Section 17 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution and Section 16 of Republic Act 7160. Thus, the committee, after review, hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance number 053, approved on September 16, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Sumilao, Bukidnon, for being proper, in order, and within the competence of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to pass. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Next is Appropriation Ordinance number 003, approved on September 16, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Sumilao, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Authorizing the Reprogramming of 20% Local Development Fund Current Appropriations Calendar Year 2025 of the Municipality of Sumilao, Bukidnon. As to the findings, upon review, the Local Finance Committee finds that the proposed 20% reprogramming of the LDF appropriations for calendar year 2025 has no identified mode of appropriations. Thus, its legality cannot be verified. The committees, therefore, as to the recommendations, hereby recommend that Appropriation Ordinance number 003, approved on September 16, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Sumilao, Bukidnon, be referred back to its allegiance for compliance of the aforementioned findings. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Next is Appropriation Ordinance number 025, 2025-022, Series of 2025, enacted on September 8, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Authorizing the Realignment of Current Appropriations under the Office of the Municipal General Service, thus maintenance and other operating expenses, to wit, from the Municipal General Services Office, maintenance and other operating expenses, office supplies, 4,303, R&M transportation equipment, motorcycle expenses, 10,000, R&M machinery and equipment, ICT equipment and software expenses, 7,000, other maintenance and operating expenses, with a total amount realigned of 41,303 pesos. To augment appropriations for the Municipal General Services Office, particularly traveling expenses, 26,588, training expenses, 10,412, fuel, oil, and lubricant expenses, 4,303 pesos, for a total amount augmented, 41,303 pesos. Upon review, the Local Finance Committee notes that the Statement of Appropriations, Allotment, Obligations, and Balances report as of August 31, 2025, which serves as a verification document of the appropriation ordinance, has not yet been submitted for review. Consequently, the subject realignment of current appropriations under the Office of the Municipal General Services, maintenance and other operating expenses cannot be evaluated in the absence of the required HAAOB report. Furthermore, the term realignment used in the ordinance should be replaced with augmentation to reflect proper budget terminology. Thus, the committee, after review, hereby recommend that Appropriation Ordinance number 2025-022, Series of 2025, enacted of September 8, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, be referred back to its origins for compliance with aforementioned findings. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Next is Appropriation Ordinance number 2025-023, Series of 2025, dated September 8, 2025, again, from the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Authorizing the Realignment of Savings Appropriations under the Maintenance and Other Operating Expenses of the Municipal Mayor's Office and the Non-Office Revenue Generation Program, detailed as follows. From the Municipal Mayor's Office, the drugs and medicine expenses in the amount of 355,000. From the MMO, that's Non-Office Revenue Generation Program, training expenses in the total amount of 145,000. Total amount realigned is 500,000. This will augment to augment appropriations rather for the Municipal Vice Mayor's Office as to their other maintenance and operating expenses in the amount of 150,000, and to the Municipal Social Welfare and Development Office on the items of donations. The total amount augmented, therefore, is also 500,000. As to the findings, the Local Finance Committee notes that the SAAOB report as of August 31, 2025, which served as a verification document for the appropriation ordinance, has not yet been submitted for review. As to the subject realignment, the same cannot be evaluated in the absence of the required SAOB report. Furthermore, it is also the observation that the term realignment used in the ordinance should be replaced with augmentation to reflect proper terminology. Thus, after review, the committee hereby recommends that Appropriation Ordinance number 2025-023, Series of 2025, enacted on September 8, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, be referred back to its origins for compliance with the aforementioned findings. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
For the next five appropriation ordinance, this will be subject to an omnibus motion, Mr. Chair. First is appropriation ordinance number 05 series of 2025. Approved on September 30, 2025, the Sangguniang Panlungsod, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Appropriating the Budget Augmentation under the Maintenance and Other Operating Expenses of the Sangguniang Panlungsod Office in the amount of 82,000 pesos. Next is Appropriation Ordinance number 6, series of 2025, also approved on September 30, 2025, the Sangguniang Panlungsod, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Approving the Budget Augmentation under the Maintenance and Other Operating Expenses of the City Mayor's Office in the amount of 80,000. Next is Appropriation Ordinance number 7, series of 2025, approved on September 30, 2025, the Sangguniang Panlungsod, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Approving the Budget Augmentation under the Maintenance and Other Operating Expenses of the City Vice Mayor's Office in the amount of 150,000 pesos. Next is Ordinance number 8, series of 2025, approved on September 30, 2025, the Sangguniang Panlungsod, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Approving the Budget Augmentation under the Maintenance and Other Operating Expenses of the Sangguniang Panlungsod Office in the amount of 100,000 pesos. And last is Ordinance number 9, series of 2025, also approved on September 30, 2025, the Sangguniang Panlungsod, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Approving the Budget Augmentation under the Maintenance and Other Operating Expenses of the City Treasurer's Office in the amount of 595,000 pesos. As to the findings, upon review of the Local Finance Committee on those 5 appropriation ordinance from the City of Malaybalay, the committee finds that the LGU's annual budget calendar year 2025 was referred back and remains unsubmitted. Consequently, the existence of specific terms, projects, and activities with appropriations that may generate savings of deficits upon implementation or subsequent assessment of resource requirements cannot be verified. Moreover, the SAAOB as of August 2025 has not been submitted, which is a requisite document for verification. Thus, the committee, after careful review, hereby recommend on those 5 appropriation ordinance coming from the Sangguniang Panlungsod, the Malaybalay City, Bukidnon, through an omnibus motion to refer back those appropriation ordinance to its origins for compliance with the aforementioned findings. So, recommended and moved, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Attorney Monsanto.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Proceeding now to our business for the day for the second reading, Mr. Chair. From items number 1 to 4, may we now recognize the former mayor of the municipality of Lantapan and now the Vice President, the father of all the barangays, Mr. Chairman, Captain, the Honorable Board Member Balansag, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Board Member Balansag is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Item number 1 is a joint committee report on committees on barangay and local government and roles and privileges. Number 2025B-05 and number 2025-R-361 of the 28th SP. Mr. Chairman, the Committee on Barangay and Local Government and Rules and Privileges, to which was referred Ordinance number 29, 2025, series of 2025, approved on October 20, 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Amending Ordinance number 06-02, entitled An Ordinance Providing for Mortuary and Medical Benefits to the Barangay Tanods of the 15 barangays of the municipality of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon. The committee have considered the same and hereby submit the findings, comments, and recommendation. Findings: the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon seeks to amend Ordinance number 06-02 entitled An Ordinance Providing for Mortuary and Medical Benefits to barangay tanods of the 15 barangays of the municipality of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon. These legislative measures aims to further recognize the invaluable service rendered by barangay tanods in the maintaining peace and order and safety in their respective barangays. Barangay tanods are the frontliners in implementing peace and order initiatives, often exposed to risk of dangers in the performance of their duties. The ordinance seeks to institutionalize a system of welfare benefits by granting medical assistance and mortuary aid to tanods who may suffer injury, illness, or death in the line of duty. This local legislation underscores the municipality's commitment to supporting its grassroots peacekeepers and ensuring that their welfare is adequately protected. The committee believes that this ordinance is valid, necessary, and beneficial as it addresses the social and economic needs of barangay tanods and affirms the government's continuing commitment to ensure their welfare and protection. Moreover, the subject ordinance conforms with the existing laws and policies. It reflects local legislative intent to extend social protection to community-based law enforcers who play vital roles in the maintenance of peace and order. It also promotes moral, motivation, and efficiency among barangay tanods by acknowledging their dedication and providing tangible welfare assistance. Lastly, it supports the policy thrust of the provincial government of Bukidnon to uplift the welfare of barangay workers and strengthen local governance at the grassroots level. After careful review and study, it is found that Ordinance Number 29-2025 Series of 2025 approved on October 20, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon is in accordance with existing laws, rules, and regulations. Recommendation: considering the foregoing, the committee hereby recommends for the approval of Ordinance Number 29-2025 Series of 2025 approved on October 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon for being in accordance with the law and within the scope of authority of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to pass. So recommended for approval of this committee report, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 2 is again a joint committee report of the Committee on Barangay and Local Government and Roles and Privileges, number 2025-B006 and number 2025-R-362 of the 28th SP. Mr. Chairman, the Committee on Roles and Committee on Barangay and Local Government and Rules and Privileges, to which was referred Ordinance Number 34-2025 Series of 2025 approved on October 20, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Amending Ordinance Number 2019-05, entitled An Ordinance Providing Guidelines on Hiring of CBO Barangay Tanod, Bantay Bayan, pursuant to Executive Order Number 309 as amended. The committee have considered the same and hereby submits their findings, comments, and recommendation. Findings: the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon enacted Ordinance Number 34-2025, amending Ordinance Number 2019-05 to strengthen and update the existing guidelines on the hiring, qualification, and management of civilian volunteers organization or the CBOs, barangay tanods, and Bantay Bayan personnel. Since the enactment of this original ordinance in 2019, significant changes have taken place in local governance, particularly in peace and order operation, community security, and administrative standards. The amendments aims to harmonize local policies with updated national guidelines, ensure transparency and accountability, and standardize the hiring, deployment of community-based law enforcement auxiliaries in accordance with Executive Order Number 309 as amended, and other related laws and issuance of Department of the Interior and Local Government, or the DILG. The amendment the amended ordinance intends to enhance recruitment standards, define clearer qualification and qualifications, and establish uniform procedures that promote professionalism, merit-based selection, and equitable representation among barangays. The ordinance within the legislative power of the Sangguniang Bayan as provided under the Local Government Code of 1991, Republic Act Number 7160, specifically under Section 39 and 447, granting local governments authority to enact measures promoting peace and order. The amendment enhanced administrative efficiency and aligns local practices with current DILG standards and national peace and order directives, and it reflects the proactive governance approach into maintaining peace, security, and community discipline through better management of barangay-based enforcement. The committee believes that the approval of this ordinance by Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Bukidnon will strengthen the peace and order framework in the municipality of Cabanglasan, promote transparency, meritocracy in barangay recruitment, and further ensure the effective implementation of Executive Order Number 309 of the province. After careful review and study, it is found that Ordinance Number 34-2025 Series of 2025 approved on October 20, 2025 the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon is in accordance with existing laws, rules, and regulations. Recommendation: considering the foregoing, the committee hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance Number 34-2025 Series of 2025 approved on October 20, 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon, for being in accordance with the law and within the scope of authority of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to enact. So recommended for the approval of this committee report, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Third item, Mr. Chairman, again, the joint committee report of the Committees on Barangay and Local Government and Roles and Privileges number 2025-B007 and 2025-R363 of the 28th SP. Mr. Chairman, the Committees on Barangay and Local Government and Roles and Privileges to which was referred Ordinance number 2257 Series of 2025 of the 16th SB enacted on September 22, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Prescribing Implementing Rules and Regulation of the Conduct of Barangay Tanod Federation Election in the Municipality of Lantapan, Province of Bukidnon. Have considered the same and hereby submits the findings, comments, and recommendation. Findings: the subject ordinance seeks to provide a uniform, transparent, and orderly procedure for the election of the Barangay Tanod Federation in the Municipality of Lantapan, Bukidnon. Barangay Tanods, also known as the peacekeeping force or community watchmen of every barangay, play a vital role in maintaining peace, order, and public safety at the grassroots level as the first line of defense in crime prevention and community security. Their unity, coordination, and capability directly affect the overall peace and security situation of the municipality. This ordinance is anchored on the provisions of Republic Act Number 7160, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991, particularly on the power of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact ordinance that promote peace and order and to provide mechanism for coordination among barangay-based institutions. It also aligns with the national government endeavor of strengthening local governance and participatory leadership at all levels. Over the years, the municipality of Lantapan has continuously supported its barangay tanods through capacity building programs, training, and logistical assistance. However, it has been observed that there is a need to institutionalize a formal mechanism for the organization and election of Barangay Tanod Federation to ensure better coordination, representation, and participation of all barangay tanods in municipal level, planning, and peacekeeping efforts. The ordinance provides clear procedures for the election process, qualification, and responsibilities of officers. Moreover, the elections of officers ensures transparency, neutrality during the conduct of election, and this ordinance will help strengthen the partnership between barangay, peacekeeper, the PNP, and the local government unit in promoting community safety, order, in municipality of Langtapan, Bukidnon. After careful review and study, it is found that ordinance number 257 series of 2025 of the 16th SB enacted on September 22, 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Langtapan, Bukidnon is in accordance with existing laws, rules, and regulations. Recommendation concerning the foregoing, the committee hereby recommends for the approval of ordinance number 257 series of 2025 of the 16th SB enacted on September 22, 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Langtapan, Bukidnon for being in accordance with the law and within the scope of authority of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to enact. So recommended for the approval of this committee report, Mr. Secretary.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Last item, again another is a joint committee report of the Committee on Barangay and Local Governments number 2025-B-08 and 2025-R-364 of the 28th SB. Mr. Chairman, the Committee on Barangay and Local Government and on Rules and Privileges, to which was referred ordinance number 014 series of 2025 enacted on September 29, 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Pangantukan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Providing Support to Lupong Tagapayapa in the Municipality of Pangantukan, Bukidnon, appropriating funds thereof and for other purposes. I've considered the same and hereby submits their findings, comments, and recommendation. Findings: the Lupong Tagapayapa established under Republic Act number 7160 or the Local Government Code of 1991, specifically under Section 391-442, serve as the foundation of Katarungang Pambarangay or Barangay Justice System. This mechanism aims to promote peaceful, amicable, and community-based settlement of disputes at the barangay level without the need for costly and time-consuming court proceedings. For decades, the Lupong Tagapayapa in the municipality of Pangantukan, Bukidnon has played a crucial role in maintaining peace, unity, harmony among its residents by mediating conflicts and facilitating conciliation. The Lupon helps ease and caseload, of course, and ensures that justice is delivered in a manner that is both accessible and culturally sensitive. Despite its importance, many members of the Lupong Tagapayapa perform their duties without sufficient institutional, logistical, and financial support. They often face challenges such as lack of training opportunities, inadequate supplies or facilities, and limited incentives for their voluntary services. This lack of support affects not only in the efficiency of disputes resolution, but also the motivation of Lupon members to continue serving effectively. Recognizing these challenges, the municipal government of Pangantukan has enacted this ordinance to institutionalize financial and logistical support for the Lupong Tagapayapa in every barangay within the municipality. The ordinance seeks to strengthen the barangay justice system by providing appropriate funding, incentives, and capacity building initiatives, thereby enhancing the performance of the Lupong Tagapayapa and improving the overall peace and order situation in municipality of Pangantukan. The ordinance reflects the municipality's adherence to the principle of restoration of justice, community empowerment, and participatory governance, ensuring that every citizen has access to fair and peaceful conflict resolution at the grassroots level. After careful review and study, it is found that ordinance number 014 series of 2025 enacted on September 29, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Pangantukan, Bukidnon, is in accordance with existing laws, rules, and recommendations. Recommendation, considering the foregoing, the committee hereby recommends for the approval of Ordinance Number 014, Series of 2025, enacted on September 29, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Pangantukan, Bukidnon, being in accordance with the law and within the scope of authority of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to enact. So recommended for approval of this committee report.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Board Member ABC.
Mr. Chairman, proceeding to items number 5 to 13. For these 9 items, Mr. Chairman, may we now recognize the Honorable Board Member, Attorney Oliver Owen Baba Garcia. For these 9 items, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Board Member Attorney Owen Garcia is recognized.
Again, thank you, Mr. Floor Leader and Mr. Chair. Joint Committee Report of the Committee on Laws, Justice, and Human Rights and on Rules and Privileges. Committee Report number L-060 and R-365. The Committee on Laws, Justice, and Human Rights and Rules and Privileges, to which was referred a letter dated October 9, 2025 from the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neil P. Roque, requesting authority from the Provincial Governor to enter into a memorandum of agreement between the Provincial Government of Bukidnon and the City Government of Malaybalay, City Government of Valencia, Municipal Government of Impasugong, Municipal Government of Malitbog, Municipal Government of Cabanglasan, Municipal Government of Lantapan, Municipal Government of Maramag, Municipal Government of Quezon, Municipal Government of San Fernando, and Alinea Philippines Incorporated have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendations. Findings. The said memorandum of agreement aims to define the terms and conditions of a partnership among Alinea, a non-government organization which provides technical, strategic, and operational expertise to programs and organizations across the Asia-Pacific region. The province of Bukidnon and the identified ecosystem LGUs, which is the Upper Pulangi Ecosystem Local Government Units, represented by the cities of Malaybalay and Valencia, and the municipalities of Malitbog, Impasugong, Cabanglasan, Lantapan, Maramag, Quezon, and San Fernando, in the implementation of the Governance for Climate and Disaster Resilience Project, GovCDR, in the management of the Upper Pulangi watershed. The MOA obligates the provincial government and the local government units to allocate funds in their respective annual investment plan and annual budgets for the operation and maintenance of projects and programs as their counterpart to Alinea's project. The committees find that the requested authority by the provincial governor to enter into a memorandum of agreement is consistent with existing laws, policies, and the shared objectives of the provincial government and the concerned local government units in promoting climate and disaster resilience within the Upper Pulangi watershed. Recommendation. The committee, after careful review, hereby recommend the adoption and approval of the request of Provincial Governor Rogelio Neil P. Roque for authority to enter into a memorandum of agreement between the Provincial Government of Bukidnon and the City Government of Malaybalay City, City Government of Valencia, Municipal Government of Impasugong, Municipal Government of Malitbog, Municipal Government of Cabanglasan, Municipal Government of Lantapan, Municipal Government of Maramag, Municipal Government of Quezon, Municipal Government of San Fernando, and Alinea Philippines Incorporated. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
I prepared a resolution, Mr. Chair, in connection with the said committee report entitled A Resolution Authorizing the Honorable Provincial Governor Rogelio Neil P. Roque to enter into a memorandum of agreement between the Provincial Government of Bukidnon and the City Government of Malaybalay, Valencia, Municipal Government of Impasugong, Malitbog, Cabanglasan, Lantapan, Maramag, Quezon, San Fernando, and Alinea Philippines Incorporated in the implementation of the Governance for Climate and Disaster Resilience Project, GovCDR, in the management of the Upper Pulangi watershed. I will not read the whereas clause. I will just rather submit it to our Board Secretary, Attorney Roby Cabigin. So moving for the approval of said resolution, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 6 is the Joint Committee Report of the Committee on Laws, Justice, Human Rights, and Rules and Privileges, Committee Report 61 and R366. Mr. Chair, the Committee on Laws and Rules and Privileges, to which was referred letter dated September 30, 2025 from the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neal P. Roque, requesting this august body to enter into a deed of absolute sale by and between the Provincial Government of Bukidnon and Irene T. Lamban pertaining to the parcel of land covered by Transfer Certificate of Title Number T-93204 located at Barangay Laguitas, Malaybalay, Bukidnon, containing the area of 30,000 square meters with offered amount of 45 million pesos. Have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendations. Findings. The proposed deed of absolute sale involves the Provincial Government of Bukidnon, represented by Governor Rogelio Neal P. Roque, as vendee, and Irene T. Lamban as vendor. The transaction covers a 30,000 square meter parcel of land located at Barangay Laguitas, Malaybalay City, under Transfer Certificate of Title Number T-93204 for a total consideration of 45 million pesos. Based on the inspection report of the Provincial Appraisal Committee, the indicative value of the subject property compared with BIR zonal value for 2022 is 1,765 pesos and 65 centavos per square meter, resulting in a fair market value of 52,700,000 pesos. Considering market conditions, location factors, and the need for reasonable government expenditure, a purchase offer of 45 million pesos is deemed fair and proper compensation for the subject property. The instrument is found to be legally sufficient in form and substance, subject to the adoption and confirming resolution of Sangguniang Panlalawigan, verification of the property's title to ensure it is free from liens or encumbrance, and compliance with all tax, notarization, and registration requirements necessary to perfect the conveyance, in effect, the lawful transfer of ownership. Recommendation. The committee, after careful review, hereby recommend the adoption of the request for an authority by the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neal P. Roque to enter into a deed of absolute sale by and between the Provincial Government of Bukidnon and Irene T. Lamban pertaining to the parcel of land covered by Transfer Certificate of Title Number T-93204 located at Barangay Laguitas, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon, containing an area of 30,000 square meters with offered amount of 45 million pesos. So moving for the approval of the committee report, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
By the way, there is an inspection report, a committee report, and a narrative report of the Technical Working Group Appraisal Committee of the province attached to this report, Mr. Chair.
Noted.
For the record. Because it was not transmitted, to the Secretary, the committee has to secure it from our appraisal committee. So we now pass the resolution, Mr. Chair. A resolution approving the request of the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neal P. Roque for an authority to enter into a deed of absolute sale by and between the Provincial Government of Bukidnon and Irene T. Lamban pertaining to the parcel of land covered by Transfer Certificate of Title Number T-93204 located at Barangay Laguitas, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon, containing an area of 30,000 square meters with an offered amount of 45 million pesos. So moving for the approval of the said resolution, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 7 is a joint committee report of the Committee on Laws and Rules and Privileges, to which was referred Ordinance number 24-2025, Series of 2025, approved on October 1, 2025 sa Sangguniang Bayan of Kabanglasan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Accreditation of Civil Society Organizations in the Municipality of Kabanglasan, Bukidnon, providing guidelines for their participation in local special bodies and other governance mechanism and for other purposes. Have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendations. Findings. To promote, protect, and institutionalize the participation of civil society organizations, CSOs, as partners in local governance and development, the Municipality of Kabanglasan, Bukidnon enacted the CSO Accreditation and Participation Ordinance. This measure aims to strengthen partnerships, and empower citizens to actively engage in policy formulation, program planning, implementation, and monitoring. Anchored in Sections 34 and 35 of the Local Government Code of 1991, RA 7160, and DILG Memorandum Circular 2025-060, the ordinance provides clear and transparent procedure for accreditation, thereby institutionalizing mechanisms for CSO participation in local governance. The Municipality of Cabanglasan ensures efficient, effective, and meaningful citizen participation, reinforcing the principles of transparency, accountability, and inclusive governance. Recommendations. The committee, after careful study, hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance Number 24-2025, Series of 2025, approved on October 1, 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon, for being proper, in order, and within the scope of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 8 is a joint committee report of the Committee on Laws and Rules and Privileges, Committee Report number L-063, R368. The Committee on Laws, Justice and Human Rights and Rules and Privileges, to which was referred Ordinance number 1286, thus 2025, 14th regular session, approved on October 7, 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Damulog, Bukidnon, entitled Authorizing the Temporary Closure of Ramon Magsaysay Street for the operation of amusement rides in celebration of the Damulog Town Fiesta, have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendations. The Sangguniang Bayan of Damulog has issued an ordinance authorizing the temporary closure of Ramon Magsaysay Street. This closure is scheduled from October 1, 2025 until October 10, 2025 for the operation of amusement rides in celebration of the Damulog Town Fiesta. The ordinance implements appropriate traffic rerouting and diversion scheme to minimize disruption to the flow of traffic, to properly inform the public, and to redirect traffic. Adequate signage, barriers, and warning devices shall be installed. The committees determined that the Damulog Municipal Ordinance, as enacted by the Sangguniang Bayan, adheres completely to all relevant laws, rules, and regulations. Recommendation. The committees, after careful review, hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance Number 1286-2025, 14th regular session, approved on October 7, 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Damulog, Bukidnon, for being proper, in order, and within the scope of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact. So, moving for the approval of the committee report.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 9 is a joint committee report of the Committee on Laws, Justice and Human Rights and Rules and Privileges. Committee report number L-064 and R-369. Mr. Chair, the Committee on Laws and Rules and Privileges, to which was referred Ordinance number 262, Series of 2025, 16th SB, enacted on September 22, 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Providing Priority to the Oldest Qualified Senior Citizen in the Distribution of Benefits under the Municipal Welfare and Development Office Program in the Municipality of Lantapan, Province of Bukidnon, have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendations. Findings. The ordinance centers on the prioritization of senior citizens in the Municipality of Lantapan in the distribution of benefits and services under the programs implemented by the Municipal Social Welfare and Development Office. This is supported by Article 13, Section 11 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, which mandates the prioritization of the needs of the seniors. The priority given to senior citizens upholds the principle of equity, compassion, and social justice, ensuring their access to benefits, participation in programs, and overall welfare. The benefits extended to senior citizens include, but are not limited to, social pension, medical assistance, cash incentives, burial assistance, livelihood support, emergency relief, access to discounts and privileges, and free or subsidized services, all to be administered through the standardized and accessible procedures. Hence, such prioritization is proper, valid, and consistent with the constitutional policy on social justice and the protection of the elderly sector. Recommendations. The committees, after careful study, hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance Number 262, Series of 2025 of the 16th SB, enacted on September 22, 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, for being proper, in order, and within the scope of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 10 is a joint committee report of the Committee on Laws and Rules and Privileges, Committee Report number L-065 and R370. The Committee on Laws, Rules and Privileges was referred Ordinance number 25-10, approved on October 13, 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Libuna, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Mandating the Inclusion of Financial Literacy Programs in the Pre-Marriage Counseling, PMC, for all marriage license applicants prior to the issuance of a certificate of completion. Have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendations. Findings. The ordinance strengthens marriage preparation by integrating financial literacy into the pre-marriage counseling in the municipality of Libuna through modules on financial management, budgeting, and family planning conducted by accredited institutions with online options for applicants unable to attend in person, and implemented by the Municipal Civil Registrar's Office and the Population and Development Office. Pursuant to the Family Code of the Philippines and Article 15, Section 2 of the 1987 Constitution, which recognized marriage as a social institution subject to the protection and reasonable regulation of the state, and consistent with Local Government Code of 1991 under the General Welfare Clause, Section 16, as well as Republic Act Number 10922, or the Economic and Financial Literacy Act, which promotes a financially literate citizenry. This measure ensures that couples are psychologically, socially, and economically prepared for family life. It is timely, relevant, and appropriate as it advances family welfare and economic stability by integrating financial literacy into marriage preparation, thereby reinforcing family resilience and preventing financial distress. It further provides exemptions for applicants who have satisfactorily completed equivalent financial literacy programs. Hence, the measure is proper, relevant, and within the authority of the Municipality of Libuna to implement. Recommendations. The committee, after careful study, hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance Number 25-10, approved on October 13, 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Libuna, Bukidnon, for being proper, in order, and within the scope of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact. So moving for the approval of the committee report, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 11 is a joint committee report of the Committee on Laws and Rules and Privileges, Committee Report number L-066 and R-371. Mr. Chairman, the Committee on Laws, Rules and Privileges, to which was referred Ordinance number 11, Series of 2025, enacted on September 22, 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Pangantukan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Establishing the Pangantukan First Program to Prioritize Residents of Pangantukan, Bukidnon in accessing health services, livelihood programs, and employment opportunities from large companies. Have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendations. Findings. The Sangguniang Bayan of Pangantukan has issued an ordinance which aims to prioritize residents of Pangantukan in accessing essential health services provided by local health facilities and programs, livelihood programs, and employment opportunities offered by large companies operating in the municipality of Pangantukan. To implement this ordinance properly, the local government shall create a task force responsible for overseeing it. The Pangantukanons First is created in order to efficiently provide services and serve the constituents of Pangantukan effectively. The committees determined that the Pangantukan Municipal Ordinance as enacted by the Sangguniang Bayan adheres completely to all relevant laws, rules, and regulations. Recommendation. The committee, after careful review, hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance Number 011, Series of 2025, enacted on September 22, 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Pangantukan, Bukidnon, for being proper, in order, and within the scope of the Sanggunian to enact. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 12 is a joint committee report of the Committee on Laws and Rules and Privileges, Committee Report number L-067 and R-372. The Committee on Laws and Rules and Privileges, to which was referred Ordinance number 08-2025 of the 10th SP, 9th regular session, approved on September 24, 2025 of the Sangguniang Panlungsod of Valencia City, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Month of December of every year as the Month of Overseas Filipinos in the City of Valencia, Province of Bukidnon, and allocating funds therefore and for other purposes. Have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendations. Findings. The committees find that the ordinance designates December as Overseas Filipinos Month to honor their contribution and promote their welfare through programs such as livelihood training, information drives, and legal aid. The CSWDO serves as the lead implementing agency in coordination with other departments. The ordinance is anchored on Section 16 of the Local Government Code and aligned with Proclamation Number 276 Series of 1998, declaring December as Month of Overseas Filipinos, and UN Resolution Number 55/93, declaring International Migrants Day. This provides the legal foundation for recognizing and supporting overseas Filipinos at the local level. The institutionalization of December as Overseas Filipinos Month is vital to ensure the continuous recognition, protection, and support of overseas Filipinos and their families through sustained programs and services in Valencia City. Hence, the committees find the ordinance to strengthen local governance efforts towards inclusive development by upholding the rights, dignity, and well-being of overseas Filipinos as vital partners in nation building. Recommendation. The committee, after review and careful study, hereby recommends for the approval of Ordinance Number 08-2025, 10th SP, 9th regular session, approved on September 24, 2025 of the Sangguniang Panlungsod of Valencia City, Bukidnon, for being proper, in order, and within the scope of the Sangguniang Panlungsod to enact. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Finally, item number 13 is a joint committee report of the Committee on Laws and Rules and Privileges, Committee Report number L-068 and R-373. The Committee on Laws and Committee on Rules and Privileges, to which was referred Ordinance number 2025-2241, 10th regular session, approved on September 25, 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Establishing Mechanism for Prior Consultation and Continuous Coordination between National Government Agencies and Local Government Unit of Manolo Fortich in the implementation of national programs, projects, and activities within the municipality, have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendations. Findings. The ordinance requires NGAs, GOCCs, contractors, and partners to consult and coordinate with the LGU before implementing projects in the municipality of Manolo Fortich, ensuring local participation and interagency coordination under Republic Act Number 7160. However, Section 9B of the ordinance, which allows suspending or deferring PPA projects, should be clarified to align with Republic Act Number 11032, or the Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act. Under Republic Act Number 7160, LGUs have administrative supervision but not control over national projects. Suspension is not within the supervisory function. It must be emphasized that while consultation and coordination are encouraged as good governance practices, they are not a legal requisite under the law, and the LGUs may coordinate or monitor but cannot stop or delay implementation. Imposing unnecessary consultations or permits and suspending projects causes delays and may undermine Republic Act Number 11032 in its goal of efficient service delivery. The committees find the ordinance well-intentioned, but in need of refinement to ensure alignment with national laws and policies. Recommendation. The committee, after careful study, hereby recommend that ordinance number 2025-2241, 10th regular session, approved on September 25, 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortis Bukidnon be referred back to its origin for compliance with aforementioned findings. So recommended, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved. Thank you, Attorney Owen Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Proceeding to items number 13 to 16. For these three items, Mr. Chairman, may we now recognize, and gentlemen, coming from the 4th Legislative District, the Honorable Board Member Doc R.J. Pipito.
Board Member Pipito
14
is...
to 16. Three items.
Board Member Pipito is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Items number 13 is a joint committee report on committees on health, committees on civil service and rules and privileges, to which is referred Municipal General Ordinance number 2025-542 of the 12th Sangguniang Bayan 13th regular session from the Sangguniang Bayan of Kailangan, Bukidnon, entitled an ordinance upgrading the salary grade of the position Accountant 1 from salary grade 11 to salary grade 12 in the office of the municipal accountant in the municipality of Kalilangan. Mr. Chair, the ordinance seeks to upgrade the salary grade of the position Accountant 1 from salary grade 11 to salary grade 12 in the municipality. Thus, the committees found that the proposed upgrading of the salary grade of Accountant 1 position from salary grade 11 to salary grade 12 is in conformity with the provisions of Local Budget Circular number 137 issued by the Department of Budget and Management. Mr. Chair, the committees, after thorough review and study, hereby recommend for the approval of Municipal General Ordinance number 2025-542 from the Sangguniang Bayan of Kalilangan, Bukidnon, for being proper in order and within the competence of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to pass. So moving, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 15 is a joint committee report on committees on health and rules and privileges, to which is referred Ordinance number 32-2025, a series of 2025 from the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon, entitled an ordinance requiring all national and local government employees and municipal officials of the municipality of Cabanglasan to participate in a weekly Zumba activity every Friday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mr. Chair, the ordinance aims to require all national and local government employees and municipal officials to participate in a weekly Zumba activity every Friday in the municipality of Cabanglasan, province of Bukidnon. The ordinance was anchored in Section 16 of RA 7160 or the Local Government Code of 1991, where it mandates that every local government unit shall exercise the powers expressly granted, those necessarily implied therefrom, as well as the powers necessary, appropriate, or incidental for its efficient and effective governance, and those which are essential to the promotion of the general welfare. Thus, the committees hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance number 32-2025, series of 2025, approved on October 20, 2025, from the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, province of Bukidnon, for being proper in order and within the competence of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to pass. So moving, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 16, still on the Committees on Health and on Rules and Privileges, to which is referred, Ordinance number 2025-2253 from the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortis, Bukidnon, entitled an ordinance amending Section 1, subsections 2 and 3 of Municipal Ordinance number 2017-1150, entitled an ordinance providing for the sharing scheme of various health services packages of the Municipal Health Office with corresponding PhilHealth claims. Mr. Chair, perusal of the subject ordinance herein, it can be gleaned that the same sought to amend Section 1, subsection 2 and 3 of Municipal Ordinance number 2017-1150 in the Municipality of Manolo Fortis, Bukidnon. The ordinance was anchored on Section 16 of RA 7160 or the Local Government Code of 1991, where it mandates that every local government unit shall exercise the powers expressly granted, those necessarily implied therefrom, as well as the powers necessary, appropriate, or incidental for its efficient and effective governance, and those which are essential to the promotion of the general welfare. However, the committees also find that regarding the PhilHealth maternal care package, the ordinance currently provides for a 40% healthcare institution or HCI and 60% professional fee sharing scheme. This contradicts the explicit provisions of PhilHealth Circular number 2024-0037, specifically Annex F, list of procedure case rates for primary care facilities, infirmaries or dispensaries, and PhilHealth Circular number 025-2015 on social health insurance coverage and benefits for women about to give birth, or Revision 1, which collectively mandate a 60% HCI and 40% PF sharing for the MCP-01 package covering routine obstetric care, including prenatal, delivery, and newborn services of non-hospital facilities. These circulars establish a total case rate of 15,600 pesos, distributed as 9,360 pesos for ACI and 6,240 pesos for PF. And these discrepancies require amendment to align with national policy. In contrast, the Consulta package provision of 50% HCI and 50% PF sharing is fully compliant with current regulations. This allocation is permitted under PhilHealth Circular number 2024-002, which grants discretion to accredited providers regarding internal fund sharing arrangements. The ordinance detailed allocation system properly constitutes the internal guidelines anticipated by the circular. The committee emphasizes that all percentage distributions outlined in the ordinance serves as an internal guidelines for the municipal health office and local government unit, governing how the lump sum professional fee share received from PhilHealth should be distributed among personnel. Further, the committee recommends that the Sangguniang Bayan of Manolo Fortich should refer the ordinance to PhilHealth for expert review and guidance to ensure full compliance with all applicable circulars and regulations. This will provide the local government unit of Manolo Fortich Bukidnon with authoritative direction for proper implementation. Mr. Chair, the committee is, after careful review and study, hereby recommend to refer back ordinance number 2025-2253 back to its origins for compliance with the stated findings. So moving, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Board Member Pipita. Majority Floor Leader.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. The last two items that we had in the business for the day, Mr. Chair. May we now recognize the gentle lady coming from the 3rd Legislative District for item number 17 and 18, Mr. Chair. The Honorable Board Member Minerva Casinabe.
The ever-blooming Board Member Casinabe.
Mura butag si awat-awat na.
Dili lang buros.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Mr. Chairman, the Committees on Poverty Alleviation and Social Reform, Rules and Privileges, to which was referred Ordinance Number 28, thus 2025, Series of 25, approved on October 1, 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing Localized Policies and Guidelines for the Rice Assistance to Qualified Beneficiaries under the Ayuda para sa Kapus ang Kita Program or AKAP in the Municipality of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon, and for other purposes, have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendations. Findings: Ordinance Number 28-2025 seeks to institutionalize localized policies and guidelines for rice assistance under the AKAP program is timely in the context of National Assistance Program and Local Government Authority. Food assistance programs are an essential tool of local governance in addressing economic vulnerability, price inflation, and ensuring food security. Its primary objective is to improve the living conditions of vulnerable constituents, especially the low-income earners and minimum wage workers. Article 2, Section 9 of the 1987 Constitution provides that the state shall promote a just and dynamic social order, uplift its citizens and marginalized sectors from poverty through policies that provide adequate social services, promote full employment, a rising standard of living, and improve quality of life for all. Pursuant to Republic Act Number 11795 or the 2024 General Appropriations Act, a specific amount was appropriated for the Ayuda sa Kapos and Kita Program or AKAP shall be used to implement and provide financial assistance to minimum wage earners falling under the low-income category who were severely affected by rising inflation. The Department of Social Welfare and Development, or DSWD, has started to implement the AKAP, a timely initiative of the government to assess the near poor segment of the population in response to the economic difficulties of low-income earners. DSWD Memorandum Circular Number 30 provides that AKAP may also be implemented through the local government units. These LGUs may refer to the provincial, municipal, city, or barangay levels that are capable and prepared to assess the DSWD in program implementation. The assistance provided to qualified beneficiaries through LGUs shall be called rice assistance, as it shall be used for purchasing rice to meet the nutritional requirements of beneficiaries to sustenance. After careful review and study, the committees found that Ordinance Number 28-2025 is compliant and in accordance with existing laws and regulations. Recommendations. The committee, after careful review and study, hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance Number 28-2025, Series of 2025, approved on October 1, 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanglasan, Bukidnon, for being proper, in order, and within the competence of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to pass. So recommended for the approval of this committee report, Your Honor.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Another committee report, Your Honor. Committees on Education and on Roles and Privileges, to which was referred Ordinance Number 266, Series of 2025, on the 6th SB, enacted on October 6, 2025, the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, entitled An Ordinance Instituting the Provision of Educational Assistance for both private and public schools through school supplies for daycare, kindergarten, elementary learners, junior high school, and cash incentives for the senior high school students in the municipality of Lantapan, province of Bukidnon, have considered the same and hereby submit their findings, comments, and recommendations. Findings: this ordinance aims to institutionalize educational assistance for learners in the municipality of Lantapan. It is a proactive and commendable local policy aimed at strengthening human capital and reducing educational disadvantage. By addressing both material supports and incentive, it takes a holistic view of learner needs. The ordinance has strong potential to contribute meaningfully to improve enrollment, retention, completion, and ultimately improve educational attainment for Lantapan's youth. The 16th Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of Lantapan is committed to enacting sustainable and responsive legislation that addresses the needs of its constituents. This ordinance is envisioned to strengthen the local government units' engagement with the youth and foster a more inclusive and empowered community. Article 15, Section 1 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution mandates that the state shall protect and promote the right of all citizens to quality education at all levels and shall take appropriate steps to make such education accessible to all. After careful review and study, the committees found that Ordinance Number 266 is compliant and in accordance with the existing laws and regulations. After careful review, the committees hereby recommend for the approval of Ordinance Number 266, Series of 2025, of the Sangguniang Bayan of Lantapan, Bukidnon, for being proper in form and substance, in order and within the competence of the Sangguniang Bayan concerned to pass. So recommended for the approval of this committee report, Your Honor.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Ma'am Bing.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. We will now proceed to the new business for the day. Mr. Chairman, for item number 19, for this one item, in the absence of the author as requested, Mr. Chairman, may we now recognize a gentleman coming from the 2nd Legislative District, the Honorable Board Member Attorney Holis Simon Santo.
Attorney Monsanto is recognized.
Thank you again, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. For and in behalf of the author of this resolution, the Honorable Board Member Onahon, I am making this report. This is a proposed resolution number 075-2025, authored for the record by Board Member Eliezer S. Onahon, 1st Legislative District of the province, entitled Resolution Commending Police Master Sergeant Lino Rolly Banban Jr. for winning the silver medal in the Karate Do Committee Black Belt Division, 84 kilogram and above, and 40 years old category during the 2025 World Police and Fire Games held in Birmingham, Alabama, USA, from June 27 to July 6, 2025. For the record, and as contained in the resolution, this Police Master Sergeant Lino Rolly Banban Jr., a dedicated police officer of the PNP assigned at the Malitbog Municipal Police Station, and a resident of Magsaysay Street, Purok 2, Poblacion Malitbog, Bukidnon, admirably represented the province of Bukidnon and the entire Philippine National Police on the international stage. And he participated and has displayed his remarkable skill, dedication, and intensive training, culminated him in securing a silver medal in the highly competitive Karate Do Committee Black Belt Division, 84 kilogram above. And this police officer has already participated under the 40-year-old category during the 2025 World Police and Fire Games. So this is his outstanding performance, not only showcases the athletic prowess of Bukidnon's personnel, but also enhances the reputation of the Philippine National Police internationally. Thus, I move for the approval of this resolution, Mr. Chair, as authored by Board Member Eliezer S. Onahon.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you again, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Attorney Monsanto.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Proceeding to items number 20 to 22 for these three items, may we again recognize the gentle lady coming from the 3rd Legislative District, the Honorable Board Member Minerva Casinabe.
Once again, the dashing. Dashing board member.
Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Mr. Chairman, as requested by the Majority Floor Leader, that I will only read the title of the resolution. Three resolutions. Anyway, this is congratulatory and commending resolutions. The two of them are Batang Pinoy, no? The first resolution, Your Honor, omnibus motion, a resolution congratulating and commending the gold winners from Quezon Bukidnon Comprehensive High School for their exemplary performance during the National Robotics Competition 2025, Mindanao, held at Polomolok Municipal Gymnasium, South Cotabato, last October 18, 2025. Second resolution, a resolution congratulating and commending Ms. Ayani Recia L. Sabit and Ms. Sinel Ashley Padin of Local Government Unit of Nakagan for winning the gold medal in the tennis doubles girls category in the recently concluded Batang Pinoy 2025 held at last October 25 to 31, 2025 at General Santos City for bringing pride and honor to the province of Bukidnon. Another resolution, Your Honor, a resolution congratulating and commending the Bukidnon girls tennis team composed of Ms. Senel Ashley Padin, Ms. Ayani Recia L. Sabit, Ms. Jana Otiku, and Ms. Joanna Carion for winning the silver medal in the team events girls tennis category in the recently concluded Batang Pinoy held last October 25 to 31, 2025 at General Santos City for bringing pride and honor to the province of Bukidnon. moving for the approval of these three resolutions, Your Honor.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved. Thank you, Mambing.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We will now proceed, Honorable Presiding Officer. Items number 23 to 24, may we now recognize again the gentleman coming from the 4th Legislative District, the Honorable Board Member, Attorney Owen Baba Garcia, Mr. Chair.
Attorney Owen Garcia is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Resolution number 079-2025, series of 2025, is a resolution requesting the Energy Regulatory Commission, ERC, to allow the process of inviting other distribution utilities under Section 23 of Republic Act number 9136, the Electric Power Industry Reform Act of 2021 or EPIRA, to serve the franchise area of the First Bukidnon Electric Cooperative or FIBECO. Whereas Section 23 of Republic Act number 9136, otherwise known as the Electric Power Industry Reform Act, EPIRA of 2001, mandates that every distribution utility shall supply electricity in the least cost manner to its captive market, subject to the collection of retail rates duly approved by the ERC. Whereas the same provision further authorizes the Energy Regulatory Commission to take measures to ensure that electricity service is provided efficiently, and in the event a distribution utility fails to provide adequate and reliable service, the ERC may authorize other qualified distribution utilities to serve the affected area in accordance with applicable laws and regulations. Whereas the First Bukidnon Electric Cooperative has been granted the congressional franchise to operate as a distribution utility within parts of the province of Bukidnon. Whereas persistent consumer complaints and reports have been received concerning the reliability, quality, and affordability of electricity supply within FIBECO's franchise area, resulting in adverse effects on local industries, businesses, and households. Whereas several local government units within the province have expressed concern that unreliable and costly power supply hampers economic development, investors' confidence, and the delivery of basic services to their constituents. Whereas, in the spirit of fair competition, consumer protection, and public service improvement, the local government recognizes the need to request the Energy Regulatory Commission to exercise its authority under Section 23 of the EPIRA law by allowing the process of inviting other qualified distribution utilities to serve the affected areas within FIBECO's franchise pursuant to the rules and regulations governing competitive service arrangements and inter-utility operations. Whereas such a measure would promote competition, efficiency, and accountability in the electric power distribution sector, consistent with the declared policy of the state to ensure reliable, affordable, and quality electric service to all consumers. Now, therefore, on motion of yours truly, duly seconded by everyone present, okay, be it resolved, as it is hereby resolved, to formally request the Energy Regulatory Commission to allow and facilitate the process of inviting other qualified distribution utilities under Section 23 of Republic Act number 9136 to serve the franchise area presently covered by the First Bukidnon Electric Cooperative, FIBECO, in order to ensure reliable, affordable, efficient electricity service for the residents of Bukidnon. Resolved further to furnish copies of this resolution to the Energy Regulatory Commission, the Department of Energy, National Electrification Administration, and the First Bukidnon Electric Cooperative for their information. Information lang siguro. Wala na lang an appropriate action. So moving for the approval said resolution.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
All right, item number 24 is a resolution requesting the Provincial Planning and Development Office to conduct a feasibility study for the development of a bicycle infrastructure and smart mobility system in the province of Bukidnon. Whereas the provincial government of Bukidnon recognizes the growing need to address issues of traffic congestion, greenhouse gas emissions, and limited mobility options to ensure a healthier and more sustainable environment for its constituents. Whereas Republic Act number 8749, otherwise known as the Philippine Clean Air Act of 1999, calls for the adoption of sustainable transport system that minimize air pollution and promote eco-friendly mobility alternatives. Whereas Republic Act number 7160 of the Local Government Code of 1991 empowers local government units, including provinces, to promote the general welfare of their constituents, including the development of infrastructure that enhances accessibility, mobility, and public safety. Whereas the conduct of a feasibility study will determine the technical, financial, environmental, and social viability of developing bicycle lanes, pedestrian pathways, and smart mobility systems in the province of Bukidnon, ensuring that proposed projects are evidence-based, cost-effective, and responsive to the community needs. Whereas promoting bicycle infrastructure and smart mobility is vital to Bukidnon's pursuit of sustainable growth by improving public health, reducing emissions, and enhancing accessibility consistent with the Provincial Development and Physical Framework Plan and the province climate resilient development goals. Now, therefore, on motion of yours truly, duly seconded by everyone present, be it resolved, as it is hereby resolved, requesting the Provincial Planning and Development Office to conduct a feasibility study for the development of a bicycle infrastructure and smart mobility system in the province of Bukidnon. So moving for the approval of the resolutions.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Finally, item number 20. Oh, yun na. Oh. Sabi na ko, diretso ko.
Mr. Chairman, we will now proceed to items number 25, 26, and 27. For these three items, Mr. Chair, may we now again recognize the Honorable Board Member Attorney Holisi Monsanto of the 2nd Legislative District.
Board Member Monsanto is recognized.
Thank you once again. This is a communications received by the Committee on Appropriations and on Rules and Privileges. These communications consist of the following. First is a letter dated October 27, 2025 with attachment coming from the Provincial Budget Officer, Provincial Budget Office, Province of Bukidnon, which transmitted to this August body for appropriate action, Supplemental Budget Number 1, General Fund, Calendar Year 2025 of the Municipality of Damulog, Bukidnon, and the amount of 28,192,853 pesos and 70 centavos. Attached to the said communications are budget documents and technical review analysis for reference and perusal. The committees, after going over the same, finds the said supplemental budget number 1 for the General Fund Calendar Year 2025 of Damulog, Bukidnon to be proper and in order, and hereby recommend for its approval subject to the existing budgeting, accounting, and auditing rules and regulations. So moving, Mr. Chair. Mubalik sa ko. Moving for the approval of the supplemental budget number 1, General Fund Calendar Year of Damulog, Bukidnon, and the amount of 28,192,853 pesos and 70 centavos, subject to the existing budgeting, accounting, and auditing rules and regulations. So moving, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved. Ako nag-isilip kung narabang lechon.
Second is a letter dated October 29, 2025 with attachment coming also from the Provincial Budget Officer, Provincial Budget Office, Province of Bukidnon, which transmitted to this August body for appropriate action, Supplemental Budget Number 2, Special Account for the Local Economic Enterprise, Calendar Year 2025 of the Municipality of Pangantucan, Bukidnon, and the amount of 21,655,200 pesos. Attached to the said communications are budget documents and technical review analysis for reference and perusals. After going over the same, the committee finds the said supplemental budget number 2 for special account for local economic enterprise calendar year 2025 and the amount of 21,655,200 pesos of the municipality of Pangantukan, Bukidnon to be proper and in order, and hereby moves for the approval of the same, subject to the existing budgeting, accounting, and auditing rules and regulations. So moving, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Last is a letter dated November 3, 2025, also with attachment coming from the office, coming from the Provincial Budget Officer, Provincial Budget Office, Province of Bukidnon, which transmitted to this August body for appropriate action, Supplemental Budget Number 1, General Fund, Calendar Year 2025 of Municipality of Quezon, Bukidnon, in the amount of 114,193,486 pesos and 63 centavos. Attached to the said communication are budget documents and technical review analysis for reference and perusal. The committees, after going over the same, finds the said supplemental budget number 1, General Fund for calendar year 2025 in the amount of 114,193,486 pesos and 63 centavos of the Municipality of Quezon, Bukidnon to be proper and in order. Thus, the committee hereby recommends for the approval of the same, subject to the existing budgeting, accounting, and auditing rules and regulations. So moving, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Attorney Monsanto.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For item number 28, Mr. Chairman, this is a in the Committee on Environmental Protection, Climate Change, Disaster Preparedness, and Rules and Privileges, Mr. Chairman, to which was referred the letter dated October 27, 2025, with attachment of the Governor Rogelio Nel Peroque, forwarding this August body for the adoption and approval of the Provincial Development Council, the Provincial Peace and Order Council, Provincial Health Board, Provincial School Board, Provincial Anti-Drug Abuse Council, and the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, the Joint Resolution Number 19-2025, entitled Approving and Adopting the Conduct of the Provincial Rescue Olympics to be held the triennially in the second year of the elected local chief executive term. Actually, Mr. Chairman, we have just celebrated this every year. So now, Mr. Chairman, they move into, I think, every 3 years, man siguro. Kay Muragastor, kuno kay Mr. Chair. So for this matter, Mr. Chairman, I think we have to adopt and approve for this joint resolution, Mr. Chairman. So for this matter, Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of the request of our provincial governor for item number 28, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Honorable Presiding Officer, proceeding now to our next item, Mr. Chairman. For the item number 29, may we now recognize again the Honorable Board Member Doc R.J. Pipito of the 4th Legislative District, Mr. Chairman.
Board Member Pipito is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Item number 29 is a letter dated October 9, 2025 with attachments from Provincial Governor Rogelio Nel Peroque endorsing to this August body for perusal and appropriate action the Provincial Health Board Resolution Number 2025-013 entitled the resolution requesting the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to support the Bukidnon Provincial Medical Center Residency Program in Internal Medicine, OB, Family Medicine, Medicine, Surgery, and Gastroenterology, and appropriating funds thereof. Mr. Chair, I move for the approval and adoption of this said resolution from the Provincial Health Board number 2025-013, Mr. Chair. So moving.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Board Member Pipito.
Mr. Chairman, the last, we still have the 6 items for this matter, Mr. Chairman. The Honorable Board Member Oliver Owen, Attorney Baba Garcia, Mr. Chair, from items number 30 to 35.
Yes, Attorney Owen Garcia is
Thank you, Mr.
recognized.
Chair. Item number 30 is a request for amendment of resolution number 2025-375 of the 28th SP. Instead of 320 solar street lights, 204 ADN street lights. So with that, Mr. Chair, may I move for the approval of a resolution granting a resolution amending resolution number 2025-375 granting authority to the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neal P. Roque to enter into a deed of donation for and behalf of the Provincial Government of Bukidnon in favor of the 4 liga ng mga barangay of the 1st District Province of Bukidnon for the donation of 204 solar streetlights. So moving, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 31 is a letter request dated October 28 with attachment of the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neal Roque this province, requesting this august body for authority to enter into a memorandum of agreement by and between the Provincial Government of Bukidnon and the Department of Agriculture through its Regional Field Office number 10 located at Antonio Luna Street, Cagayan de Oro City, represented by Mr. Jose Apollo Y. Pacamalan, Regional Executive Director, where the PGB shall serve as the recipient of a modular cold storage facility to be provided by the Department of Agriculture, Regional Field Office number 10, subject to the terms and conditions as set out in the MOA. Mr. Chair, finding the same to be necessary and needed, may I move for a resolution granting authority to the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neal Roque to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Department of Agriculture, Regional Office number 10. So moving for the approval set.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 32 is a letter dated November 4, 2025 with attached back resolution number 2025-696 of the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neal Roque this province, requesting this august body for authority to sign the purchase order contract of agreement for the project supply, delivery, and installation of 1-lot solar street lights for Kaamulan Park, Balay City for PEO with one supplier, JCE-D8 Enterprises, for the contract cost of 1,441,404 pesos. The procurement for the aforementioned project was conducted by the Provincial Bids and Awards Committee in accordance with the implementing rules and regulation of RA 12009. This request is certified urgent by the Provincial Governor. Being urgent, Mr. Chair, may I move to pass a resolution granting authority to the Governor Rogelio Neal Roque to sign the purchase order contract of agreement for the supply, delivery, and installation of 1-lot solar street lights for Kaamulan Park, Balay City for the Provincial Engineer's Office. So moving for the approval of the resolution.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 33 is a letter from the Governor dated November 4 requesting for authority to sign the purchase order contract of agreement for the project supply and delivery of 4 units motorcycle for Pagro with one supplier, MCOR Incorporated, for the contract cost of 431,200 pesos. Finding the same to be properly bidded by the Bids and Awards Committee under RA 12009, I move for the approval of a resolution granting authority to the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neal Roque to sign the purchase order contract of agreement for the project supply and delivery of 4 units motorcycle for the Provincial Agriculture Office. So moving for the approval of the resolution.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Item number 34 is a letter dated November 4 with attached back resolution number 2025-704 of the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neal Roque this province, requesting this august body for an authority to sign the purchase order contract of agreement for the project supply and delivery of 1-lot medicines for PDRRMD with one supplier, Aton Pharma, for the contract cost of 861,284 pesos. The procurement was conducted by the Bids and Awards Committee pursuant to the implementing rules and regulation of RA 12009. Finding the same to be in order, Mr. Chair, may I now pass a resolution granting authority to the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neal Roque to sign the purchase order contract of agreement for the project supply and delivery of 1-lot medicines for PDRRMO with one supplier, Aton Pharma, for the contract cost of 861,284 pesos. So moving for the approval of
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Last item, item number 35. Letter dated November 4 with attached back resolution number 2025-705 of the Provincial Governor Rogelio Neal Roque, this province, requesting this august body for authority to sign and purchase the purchase order contract of agreement for the project supply and delivery of 1-lot medical supplies for PDRRMD with one supplier, Aton Pharma, for the contract cost of 630,196 pesos. The procurement for the aforementioned project was conducted by the Provincial Bids and Awards Committee in accordance with the implementing rules and regulations of RA 12009. Certified as urgent by the provincial governor and finding the same to be proper, may now pass a resolution granting authority to the provincial governor, Rogelio Neal P. Roque, this province, for authority to sign the purchase order contract of agreement for the project supply and delivery of 1 lot medical supplies for PDRRMD with 1 supplier, Aton Pharma, for the contract cost of 630,196 pesos. So moving for the approval of the resolution, Mr. Chair, subject to style.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved. Wala na?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have still another one item in our addendum 1, Mr. Chairman, for this item number 36. May we now recognize a gentleman coming from the 2nd Legislative District, the Honorable Board Member Attorney Hollis Monsanto.
Board member board member Attorney Monsanto is recognized. Pinaka-importante.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you again, Majority Floor Leader. This is a joint committee report on the Committee on Appropriations and on Rules and Privileges. The committee acting on the communication which was referred, particularly a letter dated October 13, 2025 of our Provincial Governor, Rogelio Neal P. Roque, for favorable consideration. The proposed annual budget for fiscal year 2026 of the General Fund and the amount of 6,427,635,140 pesos. The said letter request has been considered and was the subject of a thorough presentation and conduct of the deliberation by the Committee on Appropriations, as well as the presence of almost all the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan on November 10, 2025. And during that committee hearing or meeting, there was the said proposed annual budget was thoroughly reviewed and deliberated, and all questions, clarifications, and issues raised during the said hearing were satisfactorily addressed and resolved. Thus, the committee, after due consideration, finds that the proposed annual budget for fiscal year 2026 General Fund in the total amount of 6,427,635,140 pesos is in full compliance with the applicable budgeting laws, rules, and regulations. Furthermore, the above-mentioned annual budget is in accordance with the duly approved annual investment program for the fiscal year 2026 of the province of Bukidnon. Thus, in view of the foregoing, the committee hereby recommend for the approval of the request contained in the letter dated October 13, 2025 of our Provincial Governor, Rogelio Neal P. Roque, for a favorable consideration of the proposed annual budget for fiscal year 2026 General Fund in the amount of 6,427,635,140 pesos. The same being proper, in order, and within the competence of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to pass, Mr. Chair. I move for the approval of this committee report, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion of the proposed approval of the provincial annual budget for fiscal year 2026.
The committee report sa approval.
Amount of 6,427,635,140 pesos. Do I hear any second? Duly seconded. Motion approved.
Taking into consideration the urgency of the matter, Mr. Chair, I move to pass an ordinance for the annual budget for fiscal year 2026 General Fund of the province of Bukidnon in the amount of 6,427,635,140 pesos. I so move.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Now, taking the urgency of the matter, Mr. Chair, as requested by the Office of the Provincial Governor, I move to dispense with the third and final reading and to have this ordinance of our annual budget for fiscal year 2026 in the amount of, again, General Fund in the amount of 6,427,635,140 427,635,140 pesos be approved, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, the last item that we have, Mr. Chair. So may we again recognize the Honorable Board Member Attorney Oliver Owen Baba Garcia for the last item, Mr. Chair.
Attorney Garcia is recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chair, before I pass, I would like to provide the context. Earlier today, the Honorable Congresswoman of 30 Party List, the Honorable Arlene P. Ayon, discussed with me over the phone on the agreement between her and the Office of the TESDA, and that they have still funds to disburse for this remainder of the year, such that he requested that we pass this resolution entitled, "A Resolution Requesting Swerte Party List Representative Honorable Arlene P. Ayon to allocate funds for the conduct of community-based barangay emergency responders training in the province of Bukidnon." Whereas the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority is mandated under Republic Act number 7796, otherwise known as the TESDA Act of 1994, to promote and strengthen the quality of technical education and skills development programs throughout the country. Whereas there is a growing need to strengthen the disaster preparedness and emergency response capabilities of barangay-level responders in order to minimize loss of lives and properties during calamities, disasters, and emergencies. Whereas the creation and training of community-based barangay emergency responders will empower local communities to act promptly and efficiently in responding to emergencies, while also promoting volunteerism and resilience among residents. Whereas TESDA, through its community-based training program, has the capacity and expertise to provide the necessary technical assistance and resources to develop such responders at the grassroots level. Now, therefore, on motion of everybody present, be it resolved as it is hereby resolved to pass a resolution respectfully requesting Swerte Party List Representative Honorable Arlene P. Ayon to allocate funds for the conduct of community-based barangay emergency responders training in the province of Bukidnon. So moving for the approval of this resolution, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved. Majority Floor Leader.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So we will now proceed to other communication before we will accommodate Engineer Giselle Magobak, Mr. Chair, our PPDO. So in the other communication, Mr. Chairman, I move for the following items number 1 and 2 be noted. Item number 3 be forwarded to the Committee on Appropriation for Information and Appropriate Action. Item number 4 be forwarded to the Committee on Ways and Means, Trade and Industry for Information and Appropriate Action. Item number 5 be forwarded to the Committee on Laws, Justice, Human Rights for Information and Appropriate Action. Item number 6 be forwarded to the Special Investigating Committee, the Boundary Dispute for Information and Appropriate Action. Item number 7 be noted and requesting the Secretary to post at the SP Bulletin Board for the ERC case number 2025-1882 RC. Item number 8 be forwarded to the Committee on Health for information and reference. So moving for the approval as enumerated, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Other matters from the board members, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Board Member Pipito.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, first and foremost, ako i-ask si Attorney Paul regarding tong ganina wala na dayon. First item next Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday 9 a.m. No. Na ako'y committee hearing ganina wala na dayon.
So it will be rescheduled on next.
Iuna lang siguro ko, wala ko nakita ganina.
So 9 o'clock.
Yeah, 9 o'clock kay board member din lang yan, naapoy next actually, Mr. Chair. Pero actually, napo ko emotion. Og masigo pa for next week morning, balag after lang kang board member din lang yan, or isumpay lang nako. This with regards to the ordinance authored by board member Kasinabe, I would like to call a committee hearing, Mr. Chair, next week, November 18, regarding the ordinance entitled "An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Utilization of PhilHealth Outpatient HIV/AIDS Treatment or OHAT Package Reimbursements Deposited in the Trust Fund of the Province of Bukidnon, Providing Guidelines Therefore and for Other Purposes." So isunod lang siguro. Anyway, dali naman po ni Kuya Bob.
Continuous na lang.
Naka-committee hearing namin before, wala na, formality naman eh.
Para mausa na lang.
Yes, Mr. Chair. And then for that matter, Mr. Chair, I would like also to invite Dr. Mike Prantilla, our PHO, PIDOHO, and PIDMO.
Mr. Secretary, please take note sa invited na persons. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Board Member Pipito. Yes, the birthday boy. His birthday is celebrant.
Proper motion, Mr. Chair, the schedule of a committee meeting for Land Use and Agrarian as agreed this morning, no? To be scheduled on the next session.
That's after Board Member
As we agreed,
Pipito's.
9 o'clock man to, pero naman sila iuna. Siguro after sa ila. Mga 11, siguro? 11 o'clock, okay. With the DAR, oh yes. Together with the DAR Bukidnon and DAR Region 10. Of course, the Secretary of the PDC. For the Provincial Development Council. Engineer Magubat ba? No, the Secretary of Provincial Development Council. Ikaw. Si Sir Magubat. Okay. Okay.
That's
Thank
it.
you, sorry.
That's 11 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock.
After.
11 o'clock.
After kang Board
After kay
Pipito.
Board Pipito, okay. Okay, Mr. Chair, thank you.
Thank you, celebrant.
Mr. Chairman, can I have a also request kung napay time regarding on the amendment authored by our PCL President regarding on our dress code? Katong section lang, katong additional katong
Akatong fifth
Filipiniana, the last
for the
day,
fifth week,
the
bale.
last Tuesday that we have for ika-fifth na to Tuesday, katong Filipiniana, since the author is already here. So I think can we have siguro on the committee lang siguro sa rules. Yeah, rules. Yeah. Pero yamen. As a municipal dito. So okay. So can we have that
Sa ato man, IRR naman to sa ato, internal rules naman nato to, di ba? IRP.
Yeah.
Sa
So can we have that one siguro to la committee level, but we have to invite siguro every board naman sila board, di ba? Sa PCL. Yeah, uniform. During the sessions. So I think, can we have to invite them, di ba, sa kada... Yeah. Pero ikaw lang, together with the committee, sige. Can we have that one in at the back na lang siguro? Pwede? Ba? Madungan? Pwede madungan? 9 o'clock in the morning?
Anyway, Mr. Chair, kuhan mo na, unsay meeting na to, si PCL na
Yeah,
mo,
total
Mr.
namin
Solution.
President, yeah.
Nice snack na.
Simultaneous? Sa likod lang ka? Sige,
yeah, kajut naman kaya na siya.
That would be on the 9 o'clock in the morning.
9 Board Member Engineer.
Ha? So mga 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock?
10:30.
Sige, 10 o'clock. Okay, 10 o'clock. Yeah. Sige.
Okay.
That would be the Committee on Rules, Mr. Chair.
Rules.
Yeah.
Headed by Attorney Garcia. Oh, yours truly.
Together with the author of that
Okay.
ordinance, Mr. Chair.
At 10 o'clock.
No more other matters, Mr. Chair.
Apa? Yes, Attorney Garcia.
Pa ba ni?
Other
Board
matters
members
pa?
time na.
Board members time pa.
Okay, Mr. Chair, I caused the invitation of Jestrel, our PPDO, because we are actually planning for the approval of the Provincial Physical Framework Plan sometime December 3, 4, 5, 6. in Siargao. And we would want to know if you are still interested to go and who will be going, because our governor is also asking. So, who will be going? Muna sa adjournment? Alright, sige, I thought it would be during, okay, sige, so,
Okay.
Mr. Chair,
After
before
we adjourn.
Yeah, before we will have our secretary's time, Mr. Chair, I move for the amendment of my motion regarding on item number 6 in the other communication, Mr. Chair. Instead, this item be forwarded to the Special Investigating Committee regarding on the boundary and dispute for information appropriate action. This will be referred to the Committee on Good Governance and Public Accountability for information and appropriate action, Mr. Chair. So moving for that amendment, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to amend. It's been duly seconded. Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. We will now proceed to the Secretary's time, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Attorney Paul Magwale is recognized. Yeah, after our adjournment.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to start my update with a short video clip prepared. This is just something to show on what we can do during the founding anniversary, Mr. Chair. So may I request the Secretariat at the back to play.
Patang suga. Maramag si Attorney Paul. Eksakto jud, bitin jud kayo.
I was surprised also, Mr. Chair, sorry for that. I was surprised by my staff. But by the way, that is an opening salvo during our founding anniversary, Mr. Chair. Well, by the way, that just to reiterate, this would be on December 9, Mr. Chair, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And our session will be in the morning.
Morning.
Mr. Chair. So, kind reminder also about the deadline of our contribution, Mr. Chair, so that we can already start the necessary expenses that is required during this founding anniversary, Mr. Chair. And then, lastly, Mr. Chair, is we opted that during the lull time, we would like to show your short video clip that would be kanang gitawag nga Christmas greetings, Mr. Chair, from you. So kada board members is given 2 to 3 minutes video nga masyo na to during the affair sa inyong mga Christmas message.
Ang ako, attorney, mubo lang jud kayo, teaser, Japon teaser.
So, murag background lang. So, your respective staff may mo coordinate mi sa ila, Mr. Chair, para sila na mo kuha sa inyo. Then, amo ra din na i-collect, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, isabit lang din nila sa inyo, attorney.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Sige. By the way, Mr. Chair, kining sa pikas na to ba? Kining pumatabya nga to, di ba ni kita? Halap-halap pa ni. Pwede na to ni ma-address hindi ni?
Ikaw rin nagpuli kang board member Juni.
Kini. I-compare mo ito sa pikas, pero klaro kini.
Mo man yung bagong nga giayo.
Di ba?
Mo ni unang nga gireklamo.
Unsa man paano ni? Mo na gina siya.
Yeah.
Di ba? Masayag. I don't know ha. Samot ni gini.
Siguro kay ang nabantayan ako ang mga last term ang kusog kay mo reklamo ba?
Kila, Mr. Chair, amo nang i-take note. We will check para better pag yun ang iyang visibility, Mr. Chair. Okay. Naman diya mong staff na minong. November 18 ang deadline.
Mo nag-safe na na.
November 18. Oo. Next Tuesday.
Ay, Attorney Paul, napa?
No more, Mr.
Ay,
Chair.
nalang ko a little concern, no? Big concern di ay kay last week nagsuroy ko dito sa annex building na to sa SP. Reklamo sila kay how come until now 2 years na raw ang pag-purchase sa aircon. And how come antod karon wala pa? That's 2 years ago. Reklamo sila okay lang isang nga wing kay na aircon pero ang dining nga side wala aircon and during afternoon init kayo. So probably we could ato ning paspasan kay maluita.
Yes, Mr. Chair, i-follow-up na mo, Mr. Chair. As an update, according to my assistant, I think walay problema, Mr. Chair. Kaya ra. According to my assistant, na-receive na namo ang request to enter into a contract with the supplier, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So ano na lang ni implementation na lang na day.
Yes.
For deliveries na. Good.
Once mo gawas na itong resolution, Mr. Chair, pwede na.
Okay. Nabantayan ako. Busa day dili katambay ang board member dito sa ilang office kay init. Aya. And isa po din nabantayan ako ang tubig. Kasi CR. Na CR pero ulay tubig. So di siya po magamit. So hinay. Di ba naman tayo kabuhaton nga tangke, wala pa na ano? Okay. Yes. Attorney, board member Bibito.
Attorney na dani. Mr. Chair, mangutanan lang ko, atong mga TV dito ba? Ahan na to, na padulong?
Okay. You'd like to clarify, Mr. Chair, that this stuff is naka-MR na sa under the office of the Secretary to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. So, we have actually naka-receive lang ta sa bagong gi-deliver mga tablet. So, muna to ang atong in lieu of that desktop, muna i-distribute na mo next week katong new tablet. Now, this desktop, Mr. Chair, dili pud mi among opisina is no longer allowed to purchase for computers. So, muna lang to ang amo sang gigamit sa among mga staff, Mr. Chair.
Mangutanan ko, Mr. Chair, regarding sa atong bagong tab. Unsa may nabay bag na usab ato o same lang gid sa aning ano? You mean user-friendly ba siya? O basig na po yung mga dagang arte nga di na po masabtan ba?
The difference is
Fibra.
ang features niya, Mr. Chair, of course, ang nakalahi is mobility, no? Madala-dala na to. At the same time, kung natin internet, kung niya po siya, nasa siya SIM. Napo siya SIM. O nasa SIM. And then, we have contacted with the device solutions, katong supplier na to sa software, to download us the same features nga itong makita sa desktop nga itong gigamit before.
Sir Chair, ako lang ng klarohon kay unsa na ang software same last time kay wa ko pulos tong di mo to magamit tong last time
Akong tablet.
No, the computer, the desktop. Kung yung same software ato, di mo ito mapuslan. Di ba kita ka-message ato?
We will, pag abot na to, Mr. Chair, maybe we will ask a short period of time para our staff will help us how to use those features, Mr. Chair.
Lagi, Mr. Chair, kaya nag-demo ba ito last time to nag-develop ato ng software ko, no? Then karon pag natin problem, di na po siya pakita. So, bayad na, bayad naman. No? Di na pakita kung may problema. Huwag mo ito nagamit itong ato ang igaw na iting browse. Basta mag-message, di ka message. So, atong klaroon sa software yung develop kay kung kaya na sa tuwa sa province, Mr. Chair, sa PTD, dito na lang ta. Kay, murag, sayang-sayang tagkwarta ni si tag...
PICTD developed a paperless software way back, no, which we were using then until this new device software which was procured during the last term. Now, there is a server there which akunta nag-expect because there's a server fast unta ang kung sani ang quandary communications, but using that device katong atong mga laptop, but you know dili man gid siya user friendly mo to nga natay bag-o nga unsa man to, this is part of the commitment of that contract nga naay tablet nga i-appeal, or this is a new procurement?
Separate, but part of their commitment, Mr. Chair, is once these new units arrive, they will assist us in downloading those features that is found in the desktop. Makita po nato ngadto sa tablet, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, because I have seen that desktop. Unfortunately, mula kita join the Honorable Pipito in saying di man kita maka-communicate with each other using that one. But anyway, wala mo ko kakita sa terms of reference ug unsa ang commitment ni device the provider, unsang nakabutang sa hardware and software, unsa ang mga deliverables niya in terms of software. Kay bisag ganing ang atong paperless software sa una dili man ma-integrate dito. So that's one of the hitch dinhi sa atong presentation diha atong sana mga nasa board. So kana no, I would want unta nga naay audit himuon ang PICTD, kay ang PICTD is the technical people kung unsa ang nasa terms of reference na-deliver ba ni contractor. Kay basin wala. Unsa to mo tang kalkalon na to tong terms of reference, and then ipatanaw na to sa PICTD kay una asa ang source code ana gi-turn over ba sa ato, is that part of the agreement nga ato ang source code o dili. Kay kung dili ato ang source code, wala na, that's a throw away, di naman ito na ma-improve.
Yeah. Di mapuslan.
So, if it's actual purchase, wala tayo subscription, until when na to sila mabind to come here? It's already 4 years. 4 years na ba?
I think, wala pa. Mga 2 years here.
2 years. So, what is the terms of reference? Are they bound until 5 years? Unsa ang ilang commitment under the contract? Kay kung dili, We'll have to review thoroughly and maybe magkwanta ba maghimutag moves nga ma-improve nato kaya
Is it possible na ma-invite pa ba nato sila? Anyway, napamusala sa contract nato eh.
depends lagi na kung unsay nakabutang. Kay a standard contract, Mr. Chair, after delivery 1 year man na ang iyang
Warranty.
warranties. So beyond that, delivered Manila, wala na tay habol. I don't know kung naay-commitment sila kay secretary to appear and come here. Basig mo anhin, i-charge ta. Di ba? I hope you look at the contract.
Attorney Paul, pwede siguro reviewin nato ang contract
We will review, Mr. Chair, from
and then just update us as soon as possible. Wala na? Okay na?
Yes, Mr. Chair. So, maybe next week, as soon as the tablet is now available, we'll revisit some of the features that might be useful during the deliberation, Mr. Chair. Okay.
Okay na?
Okay, lastly day, Mr. Chair, nagpa-remind si birthday boy nga di siya kamuli mo.
Oh.
Supper.
Oh, di ko matulog. No need to remind us. Yes, Majority Floor Leader.
Before adjournment, Mr. Chair, before there are any wisdom.
Ay!
Wisdom from the chair.
Sus, nalim. Na-busy kayo ko.
Well, anyway, Mr. Chairman, sige.
Yeah,
So,
anyway, sunod. Bisag dili ako. Mustori ako.
I move for the adjournment of our regular session, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion to adjourn our session. Adjourn session,
And-
session exactly 5:18.
And may we give
Before
now-
you stand up, Mr. Chair, may we now recognize
yeah.
Jezreel because